And now we have the final film in the entire series with Quarantine 2 Terminal. I honestly was so surprised when I heard that this film had actually received pretty positive reviews. Like, I didn't expect a sequel to an American remake to be good. I mean, look at The Ring 2. So I went into this film with decent expectations, and I finished the film not being disappointed or really satisfied. Because although there are definitely things I really liked about the movie, I personally found it so bland and uninteresting. Similar to Rec 3, this film is set during the events of the first movie but in a different location. The film starts on a plane which is going from Los Angeles to Nashville. One of the passengers is incredibly ill. He completely snaps and tries to break into the cockpit and asks the plane to be landed. He then bites one of the flight attendants. The plane makes an emergency landing at a nearby airport. However, when the passengers get off, they find out that they've been locked inside the baggage area with police and SWAT teams outside. So they spend the movie trying to escape from the terminal. There are a few plot twists in the movie that I don't want to spoil for those who haven't seen the movie, but let's just say it does take somewhat interesting turns and even adds to a new backstory that has been changed with the American version. It's definitely good to see them take things in a different direction instead of just copying exactly what they've done before. And that's something I actually appreciate with the whole film. Like, they could have simply have remade Rec 2, but they didn't. They created a new original movie that could simply stand on its own as just an average zombie movie, similar to the third one. The film definitely has a few interesting ideas, and there are definitely moments that I really enjoyed. Although the film really isn't scary and has some really pathetic jump scares. Like, seriously, it takes almost nothing to make me jump, and this film just didn't do anything. There are definitely a few moments where I could appreciate what they were trying to do, even if I personally wasn't really scared by it though. This is basically just a fun little zombie flick if you just want something short, gory, and it doesn't make you need to think. But in some ways that's kind of the film's killer as well as its saviour. The film does it many times just seem to follow a pretty simple formula, and its scares are so predictable. Although they bring in a few nice ideas which keep the film interesting, at some points you can pretty much predict where things will go all throughout. And that does kind of make it less scary than it could have been. Also, the characters, script, and acting is pretty below average. The whole film is one obviously just made for the money. Not much love has been put into it. But at least it's better than a lot of your average zombie movies, and it could have been a lot worse. I mean, it's at least better than Rec 4, even if it's about as unscary as that film. I give Quarantine 2 Terminal a 6 out of 10. And there we have it, the Rec movies. Now it's time to rank the series from worst to best. Number 6, Rec 4. Number 5, Quarantine 2. Number 4, Quarantine. Number 3, Rec 3. Number 2, Rec 2, and the number 1 and best in the series is the first and original Rec. My first horror movie series review in almost a year is finally complete. I want to say they'll be more regular, but I sadly can't promise that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.